All right, what's up, y'all? Back with another one, man. Listen, I don't know if you've been over there. I don't know if you checked it out. People had a good show last night on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Had a good show. I talked about credentials. Okay, talked about credentials. You guys know that I'm an advocate for black men. I'm an advocate for fathers, and one of the definition to credentials is an individual achievement. Now, what a black woman won't tell you, or what a woman won't tell you, is that I achieved having 3 kids by 3 different men. That is her achievement. Therefore, that is her credentials. I talked about it over on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Check out the link below the video. Listen, man, when I'm doing this thing every night at 8 p.m., with the exception of Sunday night, you can actually call in and add your 2 cents. You can call in, you can listen via the link below, or you can call in the number at 8 o'clock and join in if you like. I prefer you join in. All right? People, I talked about Dr. Dre, talked about his divorce. Now I'm going to talk about Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre did something that no one has ever done in history. Right? Dr. Dre did something that no one has ever done in history. All right? In history. Dr. Dre. When Dr. Dre sold Beats, I think it was brought by Sony, Dr. Dre made over 600 million. No person in history has ever made $600 million in a day. Companies did, but an individual never did it. Dr. Dre, the first and only individual. Dr. Dre got the biggest payday in existence for an individual. All right. What does that mean? That means that $600,000 he got is now property of his marriage. And that will fuel any woman to want to divorce your ass. People, I wrote a book called Leases and Liens. You have to learn to protect yourself, all right? Okay? You have to learn how to protect yourself in marriage. And I wrote the book Leases and Liens to help individuals understand the perspective and the narrative of getting married and protecting yourself. And what I am surprised that Dr. Dre didn't do that. Now, when you've been married for over 20 years, 25 years, you probably is going to get lax. You're probably going to let your guard down. I understand that to a certain extent. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to leave myself open for a $600,000 payday and have that $600,000 be property of the marriage. Not going to do that. I don't know what the man was thinking. I don't know if it happened so quick. I don't know if his team, I don't know why his attorney. But I'm going to tell you something. I tell you guys all the time. I can get married tomorrow to a crackhead. Ain't nobody getting nothing from me. And it's not that so much as people ain't getting nothing from me because I'm not giving them nothing. I got myself in a position, my life is positioned to where as though you ain't getting nothing from me. Now I want to be clear when I say you ain't getting nothing from me. You're getting something. I want to contradict myself. But on the grand scale of my worth versus your percentage, you ain't getting nothing. Ask Atil or Sean Bradley. Took me to child support. I had a cousin working for me. And dude was counting dollars. Yup, we did this job. Yup, we did that job. Yup, I'm coming to get you. Blah, 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 blah. Nope. That's what you got to do. You have to protect yourself. Dr. Dre didn't protect himself. That's why his wife is divorcing him. People, I'm going to tell you something. We live in a society where women want to process you. They want to process you. Like I tell y'all, I deal with an 18-year-old. One of the girls I deal with, 18-year-old. And I'm going to be honest with you. I like dealing with the 18-year-old because when we together, she act gullible, she blush. I brought her some $65 Skechers. It was the world to her. She didn't ask for them. I can call up and be like, "What you doing?" Uh, uh, Nothing. Let's go to Taco Bell. She's like, "Yes, hooray!" And it's just cool. It's just 100% pure, gullible, no expectation. It's a no expectation relationship, and that's what I need as to rebound. I need just a, hey, what you doing? I'm going to go hang with my friend Tyrone. Okay, go hang with Tyrone. I'll see you next week. That's what I need. Um, Marriage, not what it used to be. It's not. Uh, Women today, they want to process you. They want to reach a threshold of I'm invested, and when they think they reach that threshold of I'm invested, they're gonna pull the trigger. Let me tell you something. The average everyday woman, like a Teal LaShawn Bradley, did me like every other woman. I know everything about him. I got the dibs on him. I know everything. There's nothing he is doing that I don't know about. I now can take him down in front of the white man. Got me down in front of the white man, even evidence. Oh, this is his business. This is done in Broad Street report. This is this. It says there he make this is what she said. It says right there he make $130,000 a year. Blah 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 blah. And got down there and said, "You proved nothing." When she listen, 732-947-1988. You need a one-on-one, call me, give you my cash app. I've charged $50 for my one-on-ones. You need to understand there is a perspective, there is a narrative to not get got. There is one. You don't have. All right. 732-947-1988. So check this out. Atia LaShawn Bradley, we in court for child support. That woman came in there with my Dun and Broad Street report, articles of incorporation, all kinds of shit. I was like, oh, snap. Judge said, how about that, Mr. Smith? When the judge said to me, how about that, Mr. Smith? I said, Your Honor, what is she insinuating? Just because she showed you the articles of incorporation of a company, just because what is she insinuating? See, you're not going to say to me, I got articles of incorporation, I got all this stuff. That's nice. What does it mean? What I wasn't going to do, I wasn't going to say, well, that's my business, but I only make $500 a week. No. I said when the judge was reaching over from the bailiff, how about that, Mr. Smith? He was like, how about that, Mr. Smith? What is he insinuating, Your Honor? Judge was like, I don't know. Of course you don't. That's why you asking me. You're not asking me on a I don't know. You're asking me because it is to assume that is income. The way I answered that question when the judge, after I asked the judge, what is she insinuating? Judge said, I don't know. I said, at this time, tell Mr. Tia LaShawn Bradley, go find an individual that owned that company and ask him about that. I got nothing to do with that. Dr. Dre unfortunately put himself in a position to get got. And I want to be clear about something. People, I helped thousands of individuals with divorces. I helped them. I helped thousands of individuals. I drafted up divorces. I drafted up answers. Thousands. Thousands. And the one thing that just fucks with my butthole is the audacity to even ask the question. That gets me. Like, I had one petition where the attorney wanted bank statements 5 years back. Bank statements. Let me tell you what happens when an attorney asks for bank statements for 5 years back. That is an attorney that's really trying to impress his client. That's what that is. That is an attorney that is full of so much smoke and mirrors. Who, my client at the time, his wife that hired that attorney, that was a big thing because it's all about money, right? Where else to establish money than bank statements? People, when somebody asks you for bank statements 5 years back, all you have to do is answer, not available. What does that mean, not available? I plead the Fifth Amendment to any further questioning about my bank statements. You don't have to explain to them, I didn't have a bank. You don't have to explain to them, the bank burnt down. You don't have to explain to them nothing. The law does not say explanations. No. Plead the Fifth Amendment. Not available. Not available. They're not available. Problem is, y'all don't know that you can say that. The problem is, you guys think that if you say not available, the judge gonna be like, I'm assuming you make $1 million a day, and I'm gonna say y'all going to court with an expectation of I don't want to piss off the judge. I go into court saying, fuck them. You cannot do nothing. If you put anything in, you must tell me why. And if you just put stuff in on a whim, your ass is grass. I promise you that shit. See the way I clenched my teeth out? I promise you that shit. Yeah. So when as this thing is unfolding with Dr. Dre's divorce, I'm saying to myself, how is it that this individual put himself in that position? How? So if you understand that, you'll understand how to protect yourself in a divorce. You don't do things, you don't have to answer questions, etc., etc. But I'll leave my information below the video, 732-947-1988. You got a divorce, you got served paperwork, you need a consultation, you need a one-on-one, 732-947-1988. Don't forget to check me out on Blog Talk Radio Network. I'll also leave that link below the video. If you want to just listen online, I'll leave the link. If you want to call in, 516-418-5736. But I'll leave all that information below the video. You want to donate to the movement, be a Cash App Coolie, I'll leave that information below the video as well. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.